when your product is not good, your end users will not be satisfied. So in product release management, in this phase, the managers, they can check the quality issues, like they can see whether it is giving you a better quality. If it is not giving you a better quality, they can keep it for the next release. So this is a advantage when you use your product release management phase, management process. So next is it can find like whether your product is working well with your environment, working environment, organizations, everything. So this is the reason why we go for product release management. So next is product release management task. So product release management task, it is very dynamic because we have to be very careful, because even at the last minute, if we find any bug, if it is compromising the quality, then it can be rejected. So so we should be very careful when we are releasing our product. So we should be revisiting our known issues. We should find if we can find any alternative solutions, and if you have any critical bugs which should be fixed in your product, and if there is necessary support which is given for the technical staff. So all those things we have to see, and these works are known as product release management tasks. So they have given the product release management task as a diagram. So we'll see the first one is estimating the cost of providing support. So in a survey, it is found that the maintenance cost which is given to a software product, it is the most around 65 to 70% of the cost is given for this particular phase itself. So estimating the cost is a important thing which is to be considered, in this phase. So this is the first one, and the next one is selection of software version to be shipped. I told you, like if it is compromising the quality, they won't be giving it in the current build. So they'll be giving it for the next build. Next is a selection of software version to be shipped. And next is the decision for alpha, beta, or regular release. I told you already, what is alpha? Alpha, that is the company workers itself, they'll have an environment testing or acceptance testing. And in beta testing, it will be given to a set of power users, so that the power users, they'll find some bugs, and if they find any bugs, they'll report, and it will be cleared, and then it will be given for regular release. So this decision is made during this product release management task. So it comes under the management task. And then next is they'll create and walk around. That is nothing but revisiting your known defects and finding any solutions for it. And then next is they can provide sufficient training to the support staff, and they can create a support strategy. Next is product implementation. The product implementation, so once your product release management task, everything is completed, the next stage is implementation of your product in the customer side, right? Your product will be now ready, and it will be given to the customer side. So we have to prepare all the master data and test transaction data. And then we have to collect what are all the required hardware and software. And we have to see what are the software and hardware interfaces we need to integrate with our product, so that it can work well with the infrastructures. And next is you have to make sure that whether your product will run smoothly in the customer organization. So these are the things which you have to see. And the next one is it is better to prepare your own checklist, so that when you are implementing in the customer side, you will have what are the challenges. You can have a note of challenges what you can face at the customer premises. So in general, a software implementation is nothing but a blueprint. so that the users can run and see. Okay, so it is also a set of rules and views to cope up with the common issues of the software product. And so now this is the final phase in the deployment chain of the software production, or it is the final stage in the software development cycle. So 1/3 of the budget is given for this phase, that is the implementation phase. So it is also given much care and attention. So the next one is release management cycle. Just like our software development cycle, uh, we have this release management cycle. So again, it is planning and design. You'll build the, you'll sorry. First will be request for change, and then you will plan how it should be designed, and because it should cope up with the, previous releases, right? Because it is a new feature which should go get along with the older version also. So it should be properly planned and designed, and then you have to decide what are the software structures you need, like what database you need, what data structure you need, what programming platform you need, and what hardware you need. Everything you can have a look at your you can revisit your previous older versions, and you can go with the newer version changes. So now once it is built, it is given for review, and then it is given for testing and deployment. So once again, if there is any changes and if they want any new features, it is once again collected and it is given for planning and design, and then test and deployment, and it goes on like this. So I told you about the software release management template. So here is the template. I don't know like whether it is visible. So it is having user story one. In sprint one, it is having one user story, and in sprint two, it is having one user story. In sprint three, you have one more user story. So just like how your previous use case story you might have done in the lab, right? So just like collecting user story, in that case they are collecting for this simple release management also, product release management also, and they are collecting the user story, they are finding the errors, and they are trying to backlog it and then fix it. Next is user training. User training is you might have seen like in your household products, whatever things you get, you will be given a user manual so that you will know how to work with the product. Though we know the basic use, we'll just follow the.
Chalo.
Hello, hello. We used to follow the user manual, so it gives us support by giving the step-by-step procedure how to use the product. Same in case of a software product also. So in this software product, uh, so in the software product also, we have a user manual which will give you like how to use the product and what role to assign for which user. So what and you'll be given a tutorial also, a step by step guide which will guide you for using the products under different scenarios. And if you face any adverse situations or any challenges, it will help you to correct it. So all those things are given in the user manual or in the tutorial which is given to you. So it is a kind of maintenance support which is given by the product owners to the customer side. So till now we have seen about the product release. So the topics what we have seen till now is product release, and then we have seen about the reasons why we need a product release management, and then what are the phases you have in product release management. And now it is the next thing which is known as maintenance. So maintenance. So they have given you the reasons why you need a software maintenance. So first one is software defects. So your system can have any bugs on its own. So in that case, it should be rectified, which can be done by your maintenance team. And next is your new user requirement. The customer side they can use, and they can one second. So next is new user requirement. Like they can ask for any uh, new requirements. Just like you can remember the example of WhatsApp calling facility. And next one is changed user requirement. Like they can ask for a modification in the existing feature. And next is technology outdatation. Like the technology is improving day by day. So maybe our software product which we are having now, it can demand a different technology or a better technology. So this particular technology may go outdated, so we have to move on to a new technology. So that is why we'll opt for a better technology. Just like in case of object oriented programming, you have C++, but still when Java came, everybody moved on to Java. So likewise, your software product should be able to give the better technology support. So the same thing which they have given in the diagram is given in the points here. So one more thing. And in some cases, the policies may change, or some newly introduced constraints may be there. Some introduced features, they can trigger some modifications. So in that cases, a new maintenance support will be needed. And the client requirement, it may change over time. They can ask for new features. And your hardware platform, it will not support. So in that case, you have to go on with a new product which will cope up with the new hardware platform. And then organization changes, like the client organization, they can go with some reduced organization strength, or they can acquire a new company so that the strength increases. And organizing a new venture into their business, so they'll need a different software in all these scenarios. So these are the scenarios where they demand software maintenance. So this is the reason why we need maintenance. Next is maintenance types. So software maintenance types, it is of four types. Like first one is corrective, next is adaptive, next is preventive, perfective. So these are the four types. So first is corrective. Corrective is when you're when your product demands some changes, when you have some problem or some errors in your existing product, and if you demand any changes, then that is known as corrective maintenance. So this includes modifications and updations done in order to correct or fix problems which are either discovered by the